Hello again, everybody. My name is Sachin Mahajan, and I'm going to walk you through some updates I've made to the project I shared with you last time. For those of you who have not seen my last video, I'll drop a link down in the comments, so look for it there. But basically, it was a Rails application. It's the first one I've built, so it was very basic. And what I decided to do was create a website or an app where users can create an account and they can rate their favorite TV shows. So what we've had to do for this project is we've upgraded some of the features from that last project using JavaScript on the front end. So what that can do is JavaScript's pretty cool because you can change the content on the page without having to refresh. So those of you who use Gmail or Facebook or Twitter, as you scroll, lower in your feed, the content is updating without having to refresh that page, and that's some of the magic of JavaScript. And let me show you what it looks like on the application. So here we are at our login screen for my app, and there's a few options here that I've changed a few things already. You'll notice the navigation bar is a lot cleaner than it was last time, and I've changed the font a little bit with some basic styling, so nothing too fancy. Users can still go ahead and sign up for an account if they don't have one. They can sign into their existing account. They can also sign in with a GitHub account if they have that instead. So let's go ahead and we'll log in as one of these test accounts that I've created. And so here we are on the welcome page. It's going to welcome the user and greet them by name. So this one I called Mr. Seeds. I used to add a few shows to our database here so that users can play around. So a couple things already on this page that are new. There's a shows database that is rendered through JavaScript. So if anything was added here, that shows database can update automatically, which is kind of nice. The nav bar, again, is nice and much nicer than it was before, where I just had a bunch of links. So let's go through some of the features here. So we have all of the users' shows here. And all of this is still rendered just through basic Rails, but I added a couple things here where you could click on the name of the title and get some more information about that show. Users can also go to the reviews page, and this is a page that I've used JavaScript on heavily. So instead of getting all that info, we have just the show's name as a clickable link, and if you click on that show, it actually gives you the information on that show without having to refresh that page. So there's probably other features I can add here to let users scroll through all of their shows, but for now they're going to have to use the navigation bar to get to another page. So another feature that is rendered through JavaScript is the new show form. So in the past, a user would enter in a show and create a show, and it would take them to a new page to show them, that this show has been added. This time it'll happen just through JavaScript. So I'm going to create a test show here, and I have a test genre for these kind of shows. Go ahead and create it. It goes ahead and does that right here. And just like before in my Rails app, all of my shows are created with a default rating and a default review. And so if the users go over here, they should see that new show. Here it is. It's not been rated. These are all the 5-star rated shows for this user. Here is the show that's not been rated. I'll go ahead and edit that. And all of this is, again, actually just Rails, what I had in there before. They can edit this rating. They can edit a comment. I have a comment. Right? Comment now. And we should see those changes. So here we go. That shows confirming that the show's been added. And if we look on their page, we should see that new test show. There it is on that home page. We should also see that test show. There it is. And they have a couple options here. I'm not going to need that show in my database, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it from this show's index. And again, they get a little warning just to confirm. And there you go. That show's been deleted from the database. So that's it. That's the basics. We weren't required to do too much more for this project, but it was definitely interesting and challenging at the same time to play around with JavaScript, to play around with having data added to the database without refreshing the page. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Look out for more videos in the future, and I'll try to keep them interesting if I can. Thanks again, everybody. Happy coding.